Damn. So this is Ninkyo Seiji from the Inu Saru series by the company DAMTOYS. I came across this guy in my local listing and I wanted to see how he fits in my 3A collection. I've came across this series a couple of times in the past and they make some really colorful, vibrant, whimsical kind of characters. And this particular character has a mask. And if the character has a mask and he's 1/6 scale, then I have to get him. I don't know why. So this series comes with two versions of this guy. I don't know what the significance of the two are. So we have one that is blue in color and one that is in red in color. Their names are basically the same, but the one in blue is called an Onika version, maybe a spirit version of this guy. But I opted to get the red version because he looks more colorful and not so boring as the other one. So from what I understand from this character, he's a type of debt collector, but he fights the strong to defend the weak. It's pretty obscure of what this character is. I don't really follow the Inu Saru series in depth. I just wanted to get this guy just for shits and see how he looks, how he fares, and maybe if he is up to par, I'll just maybe start collecting the series. So with that being said, let's take a look at this figure. So here he is, the Ninkyo Seiji. I don't know if I'm saying this right, but well, there he is. First impression of this guy is okay. He is limited in articulation, and some of his parts, his clothing is that pleather material, which I did not know was pleather. Let's take a closer look at this guy. So here's a closer look at Seiji himself. I had some QC issues occur when fiddling with him just now. As you can see, his belt kind of snapped, and his loops for the daggers, these things, they come loose when I stick the daggers in. So they're not very glued in well. And as you can see, the back for his holders are that pleather material, so I don't know how long these will last. So I suggest once you stick the swords in, you just leave them in. Don't fiddle with them anymore. But overall, yeah, he has that cartoon aesthetic. It's not very realistic. He has very, what do you call, angular design. But yeah, he looks pretty cool. Very angry dude though. So yeah. So all his clothes are weathered. Like it might not show on camera, but his shirt is kind of dirty. His pants are dirty, so you don't have to worry about him looking too flat. Oh, yeah, there he is. Let's take a look at his accessories. Sword, samurai sword, dagger, necklace, scarf, hand, mask. And this is the stuff he comes with. 3 swords, 3 daggers, a mask, necklace, 4 hands, 2 for each arm, and a scarf that's wired. So let's take a look at this little swords. So this is the design for the other sword is basically the same. They look kind of oxidized metal. It looks like it's been haphazardly constructed. So you have this detail of being wrapped. Maybe it's broken or something. But yeah, that's the detail. He holds them quite well, so you don't have to worry about them falling when he's holding it. And here's the other one. design's a bit different on this one because this is a longer sword, I think. Handle is different. Pretty fancy. Got sword is little katana. Comes out. It's not die cast, but it is shiny. Let's see if you get it. Nope, cannot get it. Yeah, there we go. It's shiny. Jeez. Camera's acting up yet again. Don't know what the big deal is. Go. Goes in quite well. Let's see if I can do this on camera. Then we have his little daggers, little pointy daggers. These guys are not easy to put on his strap. They didn't compensate the width of this thing, so the loop kind of comes loose. I'll show you that in a minute. But they're pretty pointy. Looks like it's jade or something, these weapons. They look more stone-like than metal. This is the other one. The lighting's not blowing the details out. Because it looks bright on the camera, but when I edit it, it looks okay. So I'm not gonna fudge with the lighting too much in this review. It seems like I'm missing something here. But nope. I checked everywhere, I checked the box, everything was there. So yeah, this is a little dagger. Then we have his little jewelry accessories. They feel metal, but they don't feel, and they feel cold, so maybe these are metal. But these are weird to put on him because they don't really look good. I mean, they look clunky on him when you put it on. Because supposedly they're supposed to be separated a bit. Like that. It's supposed to be separated, not bunched up like this. I don't know, we'll figure that out. Can I close up on this? There we go. It clips on. Doo-doo-doo. Then we have a little scarf, nothing special, it's just a cloth piece with a wire in it. I mean, the wire works quite well. It's two wires actually, one here, one on each side. Yeah, that's like a scarf thing. And the main reason I got this guy, his little, I want to say, is it a dog or a fox? I think it's a dog mask. Looks more dog-like because of the snout. But aren't foxes canines anyways, or are they cats? Oh god, I'm talking to myself again. So there he is. Now, oh, another gripe I have about this guy is the mask is held on by this string. This string will not keep its elasticity. It won't be stretchy for long, basically, because it's constantly being stressed like that when you put it on the figure. This will degrade in no time short. So when it does, I might have to put like maybe small wiring to fix that sometime in the future. So yeah, but the detail is nice though. It's got the perfect amount of weathering. So that's his little mask. It fits well on him. Quite of a chore to put it on him because of this stretchy thing and because of his hair. His hair is a little wiggly. We'll handle that later. And we got 2 pairs of hands. So we got, let's just take a look at both at the same time. So we got the bandage hand and the gloved hand. So they're gripping hands basically. Peg well, they hold their weapons well. Nothing to complain about. There is some different tones on the nails. As you can see, it's very comic-y, very PS1 type detailing, like the square fingers. Reminds me of Mark of Cree. And we got the relaxed hands, or maybe holding something, I don't know. Same on this one. So that's it. That's what he comes with. That's what he comes with. Decent amount of stuff. Decent amount of detail. Decent construction. Nothing finicky about these guys. They don't break. Yeah, not bad for our DAMTOYS. I mean, they do this type of figures before, so they wouldn't mess up on this one. So let's put all this junk on him. Let's see what he looks like. So here he is, all kitted up with all his weapons, all his accessories. This is what I like to see in a figure, where you could fit everything onto him without him looking all clunky and bulky or like he's overwhelmed. I like the accessories that you could fit on a figure basically, and you don't leave anything out. You don't have to put anything back in the box. Everything is on him, ready to go. So some more issues came up when I was putting stuff onto this guy, unfortunately. As you can see, this leather piece here, it snapped. I don't know how it snapped or why it snapped. I was very gentle when I was putting things on him. It just decided to just give up on me. These holsters are not fun to put the daggers in, because if you could see that holster from here, that's one material. And if you put these daggers a bit too much into the holster, it will come undone for some reason. So it means I have to come in with a surgical tool, basically, this thing. So I had to tighten it myself because it wasn't glued properly in. And if I forced it anymore, I'm scared it might snap, because I believe this leather is starting to degrade already. Shit. So yeah. So with the balancing issues, the material breaking, the fake leather, and the easily scuffage, I don't think this figure is for the mainstream collector. I think it's for a certain type of collector that handles their stuff really, really carefully. I mean, I don't manhandle my figures, but this is kind of next level stuff. Like, you have to be very careful with it. And because of this, basically, I don't think I'll continue collecting this series, because this guy wasn't cheap. And to have him break on day 2 of me having him is kind of a letdown, basically. As you can see, I mean, he looks cool. I'm not gonna deny that. This guy looks really unique, but this just the QC issues and all that, and the weird materials they use. You have to be very careful with it, and I'm not about that. I like to pose my guys. Like, when I'm bored, I like to fiddle with them. I like to, when I'm working or something, I'm waiting for a video to render, I sometimes take these guys out and just, maybe switch out the weapons, or maybe put one foot out and put one leg in or something. This guy, when you pose him, that's it. I don't feel like I want to touch him anymore because I'm scared something else might break. Like, this is all the pleather material, and I really had to jam these swords into the holsters. And I'm pretty sure in a year's time, this will start flaking and start doing that famous pleather thing that these figures always do and just fall apart on you. And there's no saving it. Which is unfortunate. And also these things are pleather. So I don't know how long these things will last. So you're kind of taking a risk going into this series, this Inu Saru series. Granted, some figures do not have pleather material. I mean, some of them are mostly cloth, or sometimes they're maybe sculpted. But this guy in particular, he has quite a bit of pleathery stuff. So I have to keep this guy in a very solitude area, basically, where I won't touch him. He doesn't touch any other figures. Like, once he's there, he's there. He's never gonna move, which is unfortunate. That's something I don't like to do with my figures, because it's like I abandoned them like a child. But them's the breaks. So if you were to ask me if I recommend this, I would not recommend this to anybody. I mean, no insult to the company DAMTOYS, but you gotta step up your game just a bit, because like this, the belt, it just broke off. I don't know why. I was just moving things around and it just fell apart. It literally just fell apart. But I can't deny this guy looks this cool. I like the way this guy looks. So there is a bit of regret getting this guy, but not so much. I honestly can do without him, but now that he's here, I have to show him some love, I guess. So let's take a closer look at this guy then. So here's a closer look at Ninkyo Seiji of the Inu Saru series from DAMTOYS. His eyes poke out just nice in the holes. His dog mask, I believe. I think it's a dog mask. And as if you can see the close up, like these straps, they will come undone if you stick those daggers any more in. I'm tired of trying to reset these straps every time they come loose. And here's the breakage that happened a moment ago. I don't know what happened. As you can see, it just broke off. So I just had to loop it into that belt and just hope it doesn't look weird. So he's got some tattoos, some tribal looking, Hawaiian looking tattoos. He's got some pegs sticking out, unfortunately. I wish they could hide that. And as you can see, this is the pleather material. I don't know how long it will last, because I'm not familiar with DAMTOYS. I don't really collect their toys, so I don't know how well their materials will withstand the test of time. So you see his pants. It's weathered a bit. It's not all blue. I can't show on camera, but there is some like dirt residue on it. So got some nice more pleather. Don't know how long this will last. This thing, I'm scared it'll scuff easily, so please, if you're planning to get this guy, be extra careful with this part. I heard like baby lotion or some sort of leather, like leather type, what do you call them? Chemical that you put on your car can help both shine and protect this type of material. As you can see, that peg, you can't really hide the pegs on this. I tried pulling that down, but as you can see, it looks kind of weird. So pegs galore with this figure. Here's the strap. So as you can see, it's kind of already stressed out because to jam this huge sword in it. This is all pleather. So I'm not going to touch these swords anymore. Once they're in, they're in. If I keep removing it in and out, it's gonna start scratching and degrade the material some more. Got some pegs there. Nice pegs. So this guy's articulation is very limited. I'll show you a picture of what he looks like, his body. So not a whole lot of dynamic poses you can get with this guy. So you can see he has a necklace thingy-mabob. So yeah, that's the close-up of this guy. Let's remove his mask. So this is his face, pretty angry. As I said before, this guy's a type of debt collector that fights the strong and defends the weak. That's what it says on the box and most of his description on the web. As you can see, there's a scuff that I dropped him. I'd even drop him that hard, but the damage is pretty significant when you see that. So this guy is really, you have to really handle him with care. Even the 3A stuff isn't this fragile. So yeah, this is him. What's his name again? Ninkyo Seiji, the debt collector from Inu Saru. Hope this review helps. I still haven't picked a spot for this guy because I have to really think about where to put him. But yeah, that's him, alright. Overall, I'll give him a 7 out of 10. I don't know, man. Let's find a place for you. Let's find you a home. So this is where I decided to stick him for now. On one of the shelves of my 3A stuff. Still have to figure out how to properly display him. Right now, I don't want to put the mask on him because of the strap on the mask. I'm afraid I might just snap one day and I'll lose the mask. So yeah, this is where he will stay. I might move him in the future. For now, this is your purgatory, my friend. I don't think I'll continue this line because of the severe QC issues he suffers and the material he has. Because this line isn't cheap, and if it's like this, then I'm not interested. Kind of a bummer review this time, huh? Alright. Well, that's my review. Thanks for watching, I guess, for what it's worth. Don't get him.